Hi everyone, welcome to our CRM demo, where we'll be showcasing Monday's Sales CRM product, which is built to help you create and manage an impeccable sales process. Today we will be looking at the A to Z flow of the Sales CRM product, which is made up of multiple boards, dashboards, and features exclusive to Monday's Sales CRM. Our ready-to-go product enables you to get a complete view of your customers, keep record of your contact and account information, log activities, send emails, and equip your sales team with the tools and resources they need to close more deals, all from one place. Today, I will demonstrate how to get started with Monday Sales CRM by covering the following topics: introduction to the sales pipeline, lead capturing and management, contacts and accounts management, deals management, communication and activities tracking, and finally, reporting. This demo will mostly focus on the product as is, and we will be walking through the structure of the product, main workflows and features, and how to use it. Once you are familiar with the basics, we also have our deep dive webinar, which drills down into the more technical parts of the product and also offers best practices for customization and optimization. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to explain the difference between a product, such as the Monday Sales CRM and Monday Work Management. Work management is where you can manage your core business operations and includes the building blocks needed to start from scratch, as well as basic templates available from the Template Center. Monday Sales CRM is a solution comprised of ready-to-go templates with some incredible, unique features which are available only to CRM product users. This product sits on top of the Work OS, meaning you have all the capabilities of work management plus an end-to-end product that streamlines the entire process of lead, pipeline, and client management. You can even take it with you on the go with our unique mobile CRM. Now, before we jump into the workflow itself, let's zoom out and have a look at the flow of our sales CRM, which we built based on a typical sales pipeline. The sales pipeline maps all the touch points involved in the sales funnel, from the moment new prospects connect with your brand to the point where they become loyal customers or clients. The blue rectangles represent the 5 boards that are built into the CRM template: leads, contacts, deals, accounts, and activities. The diamonds show us the conditions which determine where the leads, contacts, and deals will be placed. Let's start at the top. We have a leads board where our leads are populated from either an Excel import, an app integration, or via the built-in form. If a lead is qualified, it will get added as a contact within our contacts board. Simultaneously, we will start working on a deal with a newly qualified lead and create a new account or add the contact to an existing account to ensure all of the information is synchronized. With every new deal, the cohesiveness and interconnectivity of the account, deals, and contacts boards ensure that all of the information is transparent and accessible to my entire team. As we work on each lead and deal, it is important that each member of my sales team tracks their individual sales activities, such as a kickoff call or meeting. This can be done seamlessly within the Emails and Activities app throughout the pipeline. The black circles represent the lead or deal exiting the pipeline when a lead is disqualified or a deal is lost. As we go through our demo, keep this pipeline in mind as the building blocks of our CRM product. Once you add the CRM product to your account, you will have these 5 boards and a sales dashboard automatically added to the CRM workspace. These cannot be deleted as they are critical for the workflow. The same is true for the built-in columns on each board. You also have a built-in Monday work doc with many articles and tutorials to help you set up and customize your workflow. To get started, let's begin with the top of the funnel of the sales process, the leads. We'll be using this board for lead capturing and management of both existing and new leads. As you can see, the leads board is structured to collect all of the information we would like from our leads. Of course, you can customize this to match your particular use case and add any necessary information you want from your leads. In order to collect our leads, we can start by adding our existing leads to our board. To move existing leads into Monday, you can import from Excel or through an integration with a range of external lead generating tools like Facebook ads and HubSpot. These integrations can also be used for adding future leads into your leads board. If you're not working with such tools, you can also share or embed the built-in Contact Us form from the leads board to capture new leads. Just like the board, you can also customize the form by clicking on Edit, where you can add your own logo, change the color, add images, publish your form, and so on. The form's questions are also based on the columns of the board and will auto-populate the data from when a form is filled in to the board automatically. Let's see an example when a new prospect will submit the form. Just like that, once submitted, a new lead is created as an item on your board with all the information I wanted to collect. We can see the name of the client, the company, title, and contact information. This is a great way to streamline how you collect new leads and to ensure everything arrives into one central place. Now say you want to make sure none of your leads are duplicates. Regardless of whether you are bringing your leads in via form or RXL import, this is where the Manage Duplicates feature, unique to the CRM, comes in. This feature can be found in the board settings here. And once opened, you can choose to search for duplicates using the item name, email address, or company, to name a few. If a duplicate is found, you have the option to merge the items. The duplicate item will then automatically be archived where it can be recovered indefinitely. Moving back to the board, we can see that the lead board comes with a single group by default, new leads, although you can add or customize these for additional categorization, for example, by adding a new group for unqualified leads. Now let's go over some of the built-in column types on the leads board. Most immediately, we can see our status column, which comes with a list of customizable colored labels to let us know where we are standing with each lead. Thanks to a pre-built automation on the board, each new lead will have the status of new lead, as we can see here. Next, we have a people column to assign a member of your sales team as the owner of this lead. So we can go ahead and assign myself now. This column is critical as it not only enables you to create visibility and accountability across your team, but also allows for high-level reporting throughout the sales pipeline process. We then have a button column that will be used to move qualified leads to our contacts board. We will look further at this column's capabilities and how to set up automations in our CRM deep dive. Next, we have the company name and client title, which are both simple text columns. Here, we have an email column and a phone column, as well as a location column for the exact address of the lead. Last, there's a column for newly generated leads to leave a note about their specific needs. As we can see, all of these have been populated with the answers we filled in via our form, and of course we can customize this depending on the information you would like to get from your prospects. We will look further at how to customize the form in the CRM deep dive. Now that we have our leads organized, let's go ahead and open our lead. On each item, we have a speech bubble that opens to the update section. In addition, within the CRM, each lead, contact, deal, and account also has its own unique overview section with everything related to that item, allowing you to visualize all communication in one centralized place so everything is transparent, easy to follow, and properly organized. At the top, we can see the stage of our lead as well as the time spent in that stage. We can of course change the status to add visibility as we qualify our lead. This helps track your sales team's progress in a visual and comprehensive way and provides the basis for reporting metrics, which we will touch on later in the demo. As I move the lead stage, the status column on my board will also change. We can see in our info card to the right, which reflects the item information on the board, that the status of our lead has also changed. Additionally, if I select unqualified or closed, the entire stage widget will turn either green or red. The widget also allows you to reopen a closed or abandoned deal with ease. Right beneath it, we have the Emails and Activities app, one of the key features of the CRM product that will enable our internal and external communication. First, it enables you to send, receive, and track your email correspondence with each customer from any item. Secondly, it allows you to document and visualize activities, for example, meetings and call summaries. So for example, let's say I just had a meeting with this client and I want to add my note. I can go ahead and add my notes here. I can even apply a template for the meeting summary. So let's go ahead and add that in. So now I can fill in my template and add the meeting title, the prospect role, and any additional information relevant to the call. For example, a follow-up next week. I can also mention a member of my team right here so they will be updated on how the call went right away. Once I add the activity, we can see it gets added to my timeline, where I can track and follow all of the communication and interactions with or about my lead. Now let's say I also want to send an email to my prospect. As long as I have a Gmail or Outlook hosted email, I can also do that from within Emails and Activities by selecting New Email. We can see right away that it populated the email from the email column on my board. And just like Activities, I can also apply a template here, either a template that I created or a template that my team has shared with me. Let's go ahead and add that in. Once added, we can see here some of my fields also auto-populate from the columns on my board. This is great for productivity, so you don't have to search for and retype information that already exists in your board. In addition, you also have the option to add your signature, attach files, and track the email, which will tell us once it's been opened. And of course, replies to the email will appear here as well. I would like to mention that if you have viewers or guests on your account, for added privacy, the Emails and Activities app will not be visible to them. To clarify, viewers are users who do not have edit access, and guests are users outside of your organization who can be invited to shareable boards only. In the top right of the app, you can also find the options to filter and automate your emails and activities. We have the option to choose from 15 different automation recipes specifically designed for emails and activities that allow you and your team to stay up to date on the status of your emails. To dive deeper into the automations connected to emails and activities and these settings, we recommend exploring our CRM Deep Dive. Now that we understand the leads process, let's look at what happens when we qualify a lead. Once we qualify a lead, it means that we want to keep it in my database and move it to my contacts board. By enabling an automation, we can automate this process and move the lead to the contacts board with the click of this button. And just like that, our lead is moved to my contacts board. Moving to our contacts board, we can see a new contact has been created from our lead. Moving to our contacts board, we can see a new contact has been created from our lead. This board is going to serve as our client database throughout their customer journey. I can always click on the item to see all of the contact details, including everything I collected from my lead stage. There are also two built-in status columns on the contacts board to keep the information relevant. One to categorize the contact type and another to assign a priority to each contact. Although as with anything on monday.com, you can of course customize the board structure depending on the data you would like to reflect. Likewise, if you are not working with leads, you can import all of your contacts here and start communicating with them from this board. The contacts board also has two columns called Accounts and Deals, which connect to the respective account and deal. This column is a great way to connect information between different boards and is especially handy when your workflow involves interrelated boards. I want to take a moment to explain how these boards interact with each other and how this contributes to the organization and functionality of our sales pipeline. The Accounts board is where we can manage all of the companies our clients are associated with, and the Deals board is where we will track the progress of each of our deals across our sales team. By connecting these boards, we are allowing all of their information to be accessible from any board. In doing so, we eliminate the need to jump back and forth to search for the relevant information related to any contact, account, or deal. Let's take a look at one of our existing clients, Leilani Krause. She is from the company Pear Inc., which is the name on our accounts board, and she has been the point of contact for several deals. I can click directly on the account or deal and see all of the information related to the account. So for example, Pear Inc., or any deal that Leilani is our point of contact for. From here, I can also directly access the corresponding board. Moving to our accounts board, we can see a similar board structure. As we may have several contacts and deals belonging to the same account, our accounts board allows us to manage all of these in one organized location. Just as we can move from our contacts board to our accounts board, so we can move from our accounts board to our deals board. Let's go back to our new contact, which originated as our qualified lead. We can now link the company they are associated with under the accounts column and create the new deal we are hoping to close directly from the deals column, which is a connect boards column connecting to the deals board. So let's go ahead and add those in. Let's move into managing our new deal via the deals board. Here is the new deal we just created in relation to the customer. Immediately next to our new deal, we also have a status column tracking the stage of the deal. Next, we have a people column, which we will use to assign a salesperson on my team as the owner of the specific deal. Here, we have the deal value, which is where we will manually input the value of the deal. Let's go ahead and add that in. We also have the Connect Boards column connected to the contact who is relevant for this deal in the context board, as we mentioned earlier, and an account column, which is mirroring the account using a mirror column. Although they may look similar, mirror columns are essentially add-ons to the Connect Boards column. They allow you to choose which columns in the connected boards you want to reflect about each of the connected items. We can also see a variety of other columns that help us to understand our deal. We have a status column reflecting the priority and also a built-in formula column, which will calculate the deal length, which helps us to follow how long we've been working on each deal. Next, we have two columns which we can manually input our prediction of expected close date and close probability. So let's go ahead and predict. To the right, we have the forecast value, which is a built-in formula based on the close probability and deal value. I will further explain the importance of this formula when we go over some reporting features later. This board also comes with 9 built-in automations to help maximize your efficiency throughout your deal stages. For example, we can see that our new deal was automatically given a deal creation date. The board also comes with an automation that both populates the close date once a deal status is changed to 1 and also moves the deal to the closed 1 group. I'm going to take a moment to demonstrate this. And there we go. Just as we could track and follow our lead stages, so we can follow our deal stage. Thanks to the connections between the boards, the Emails and Activities app not only contains all of the same information related to our point of contact, but we can also send emails from any connected item. Now let's take a look at what happens when a deal is closing and we want to create quotes or invoices. Next to our Overview tab, we can find our Quotes and Invoices app to create quotes and invoices within your monday.com workflow and have them ready to go in no time. This app is especially perfect for sales and marketing teams, but any team that manages orders or services will find this feature useful. Thanks to the connections we made, I can populate our contacts information stored in my contacts board directly into the quote I am creating from the deals board. I can also add my company logo and adjust the settings so that tax and currency are taken into account. We can preview the quote to see if it's good to go and then download it as a PDF to send to our client. While waiting for our client to approve our quote, let's take a look at our final board, the Activities board. The Activities board is a task board that tracks your team's tasks, meetings, and calls and gives visibility and ownership across your leads, deals, contacts, and accounts. Once an activity is created within the Emails and Activities app of any board or item, an activity will automatically be created on the Activities board. As you can see here, we now have the call summary from our call earlier as a new item on the Activities board, and I've automatically been assigned as the owner of this activity. To keep activities in sync with the rest of their schedules, each team member can also integrate the activities with their Google or Outlook calendar using our integrations. To find this, we can select the Integrate option and then either Google or Outlook calendar. I won't be setting up this integration right now as we are limited on time, but we do have step-by-step tutorials in our Knowledge Center if you would like to add a calendar integration to your sales pipeline. You can also create your own dashboards from this board to analyze your team's sales activities. For example, to see how the activity volume correlates with won versus lost deals. At this point, we've seen how to capture and manage our leads, convert them into contacts, and create and manage new accounts and deals. Regardless of which board we are on, so long as our items are connected, we've also seen how that information carries across our boards and is accessible to us in our overview, where we can also communicate with our client and team using our Emails and Activities app. For the last portion of our demo, we're going to look at some reporting for our pipeline and team. Going back to our Deals board, we can note the Forecast tab, which will show us a glance of our projected forecast by accounts. Outside of the Deals board, there's also the Sales dashboard, where we can track all of our key metrics and performance indicators from across the CRM in just one place. This dashboard is connected to the Deals board by default, but you can add additional boards to keep all of your reporting in one place. This dashboard also allows managers to get an overview of their deals right within Monday without having to visit external platforms for reporting. The dashboard opens with numbers widgets, which help keep track of the total value of active deals, the average value of won deals, and actual revenue. Next, we have a funnel chart, which is unique to the CRM product, and it enables us to report on the percentage of won deals and which stage poses a challenge for us when it comes to closing deals with customers. You can also see the percentage of current deals at each stage as reflected in the sales pipeline below, as well as where we are standing against our monthly goals. You can drill down on each of these widgets by filtering by team member or time period, creating a powerful reporting tool to help maximize your team's efforts. As we continue to scroll down, we track deals progress and revenue. Finally, I have added a leaderboard widget, one of our newest features, which allows managers to track the individual performance of their reps across the different stages. We can see their conversion rates for each stage of the funnel, and the colors represent where reps either hit or missed their targets. The dashboard is fully customizable, so feel free to adjust the settings and filters and add any additional widgets to make sure you are reporting on what matters to you. You can learn more about reporting in monday.com by checking out some of the resources in our Help Center, from knowledge-based articles to academy courses and videos. We've covered a lot of different charts and widgets here, and as you get started, we encourage you to reference the glossary of widgets also found within our dashboard. With that, we've concluded the demo of Monday's Sales CRM. There are a lot of other resources to check out, but before we get to them, I want to recommend our deep dive, which will focus on some of the more technical parts of the product, as well as best practices for customizing and optimizing the product. To continue learning about Monday's Sales CRM, check out the Getting Started section of our Help Center for CRM-related resources. You can also search across all of our channels to find articles and short videos on how to technically use all of the features we spoke about today, or check out the Academy for deep dives through courses and webinars. You can also visit our community page at community.monday.com, where you can post questions and learn from monday.com users and product experts. And with that, we conclude our demo. Thanks for joining us.